Do you and your friends ever fall out? Or do you always get along? Who do you look up to in your family? Welcome to Learn English with Mandla. Today's lesson is for pre-intermediate to intermediate level. Yes, you might have guessed it. We are talking about family. And the objectives for today are to learn and practice vocabulary related to family members and corresponding phrasal verbs commonly used in English. So, what are phrasal verbs, you may ask? Well, they are verbs followed by a preposition or an adverb. Let's get down to it. Family members, please repeat these words after me. 1. Mother. 2. Father. 3. Brother. 4. Sister. 5. Grandmother. 6. Grandfather. 7. Aunt. 8. Uncle. 9. Cousin. 10. Daughter. 11. Son. 12. Stepmother. 13. Stepfather. 14. Sibling. 15. Partner. 16. Fiancé or fiancée. 17. Niece. 18. Nephew. 19. Mother-in-law. 20. Father-in-law. Do you know all these family members? Let's have a look at some of these definitions just in case you are not familiar with some of them. And also, do let me know which ones you were not familiar with. A stepmother is your father's wife but is not your biological mother. A sibling is a sister or a brother. And a partner is the person you are in a romantic relationship with. Fiancé or fiancée, that's the person who you are about to marry, you're engaged to. Mother-in-law, that's your spouse's mother, right? Your husband or your wife's mother. Great. So let's look at some phrasal verbs related to family. We will cover 6 phrasal verbs. First one, look after. Please repeat after me. This is to take care of someone. Have you ever had to take care of someone in your family? Second, get along. Means to have a good relationship with someone. Do you get along with your relatives? Do you get along with your siblings? Third, take after. To resemble a parent in appearance or personality. Who do you take after? 4, bring up. This means to raise a child. And 5, grow up. That means to mature from a child to an adult. And the last one, look up to. This is to admire or respect someone. Who do you look up to? Now let's make some sentences with these phrasal verbs. Look after. She needs to look after her younger brother while their parents are at work. Get along. I get along well with my classmates and we often study together. To take after. Maria takes after her mother. They both have the same smile. Bring up. My grandparents helped bring up my sister and me when we were young. Grow up. I grew up in a small town near the mountains. So this is past tense. Grow up, grew up. Look up to. I look up to my older brother because he is very kind and hardworking. Great. The next one is looking at a key skill in learning language, particularly English. And this skill is using synonyms. So synonyms are words or phrases that mean exactly the same as other words or phrases. So in this passage, or in the words we looked at earlier, we are looking at the word partner. Can you guess a word which would be exactly the same as partner? Yes, partner is the same word as your spouse or a husband or a wife. Partner or a spouse. So that's a synonym you could use. Instead of always using partner, you could simply use spouse. Great. That's the end of our first part on talking about family. Do let us know which section you liked. I look forward to seeing you next time for part 2 as we look at phrases and adjectives to describe family members. Keep up with your practice and remember to subscribe to this channel.